I was at an event. I was at the launch of Praise Fest 2024. And among the people in attendance was several artists. One artist that joins us this morning.
Right.
I'm getting his music because when I was there, I was like, why them gospel station are lead? Because from them take we off for the Sunday morning, the gospel collection kind of drop. But this artist seems to be creating a buzz
with that.
in the gospel ministry. I'll allow you to share with the Bridge Nation who joins us this morning.
All right, so that means we have Prince Such
today.
and
Yes.
Johnmark Wiggan.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for the clarification. I appreciate that. All right, so let me start the reasoning then with Johnmark then. Now, Johnmark, how does it feel, being a part? First of all, Jamaica's Male Artist of the Year 2023. For clarification, even though we don't probably need, this is for gospel music.
Yeah.
How does that feel for you?
Amazing, man. Surreal. Still not get accustomed to it yet. It's been an absolute honor. You see, for tread that party and to be recognized in such a way.
Respect. And of course, so that means would Genesis be the biggest stage since being crowned, Male Artist of the Year? Or have you been doing big stages since the crowning?
We've been doing big stages, but Genesis is always one of them craved events there as the thing will open the year. It's really one of the largest platforms a person can say yes. You get there, then they define you for real.
Respect.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a great platform.
Respect.
Absolutely.
Now I'm glad to mention the name because I was Roddy G, but most of the face man say, I know that general there from. You understand me? I'm a man who's been making waves with the music, fusing sounds where a lot of persons in the Christian community might say, is it needed here, but where him deliver it, man? Prince Saj, real warrior when it comes to spreading the word of God. Welcome to the studio. How does it feel for you to be a part of the Genesis Praise Fest?
It's a great feeling. Genesis, as Johnmark rightfully mentioned, is a creative event, and a lot of persons get them big break from Genesis. People recognize them from Genesis. I mean, last year when I ministered at Genesis, it was a very powerful moment for me, and it opened a lot of doors as well, because as you read, Genesis, everything beginning.
That is right.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's a very powerful event, and that's why it's been going on for so long.
Yeah.
Say whole heap of prayer going to it and whole heap of preparation going to it. So say the execution and everything, all right. So I mean, everybody should turn out because Genesis now go normal. And from a city lineup, people who you never see for a long while, and I mean them excited for the year, and when them excited, say you feel excited too because God are gonna do something big. So it's a great feeling for me just for they even on the stage to grace the stage where them people even go grace the veteran them were there in the business long time. You understand? And for even they in the presence for watch them and see how them minister and learn from it as well. You understand? As a young upcoming gospel artist.
And Roddy, before you chime in, just for the perspective of both of you, because we know what it's like. We hear all the time, Roddy, my G, from dancehall artists, reggae artists, especially upcoming talent, what it's like for them in terms of going into the business and learning from those who fought before them. Is it the same type of approach for young gospel acts? Is it a case where you sit down and you have to study the business, study who came before you, or is it just a case where you have the talent and you know the word of God and it's easy from right so?
No, man, just like you said, man, you have to learn the chops. And really and truly you have to learn it from anywhere. Regarding the genre that you're really in and you're focusing on. You see me? So like even when I reason with Sajin, we say, him never really know the early gospel music them, even though him in a DJ style, but the influences of music help him to hone him craft overall. You understand? So you have to listen who are deal with the craft in excellence, regardless of where them there. You see me? Excellence are excellence. You see? Secular or not. If the person good, them just good. Take away if you take from it, left your rest. Man, so that really, I see him thing over here, so you have to learn the chops and see where I go on, man.
And of course, Prince Saji, same, I see you agreeing, but you took a different route to get your music out there, because I remember seeing you on a predominantly dancehall platform, pushing the gospel music. So what was that journey like for you to get to where you are right now?
It was a great journey. I describe the journey as Joseph going into Egypt. You understand? So when Joseph went down to Egypt, so Joseph end up become even a high ranking man in Egypt where a lot of persons never expect because Joseph is a man of God. So me, you have to just go down in Egypt, do what you have to do, and then God will go take you out, And God will make a lot of things go on, You understand? Just like even Moses as well. So it was a great journey, and I mean, as me say, even that competition opened a lot of doors for me as well, because it put me in a whole heap of person's eyes. Whole heap of persons recognize me and see me and know, say, yes, man, that you would have something going on. And so, it's just for me for sure the world say, listen, gospel nice. And there is a God in the land. No care when nobody wants to say and what go on. There is a God in the land, and we have people still do it for God. You understand? So we just need the unity, need the love, and God anoint if we just preach the gospel, and that we are do no matter where, when, or how. God we are do it for.
Respect.
Gentlemen, I've been over here busy trying to find the music. Johnmark, I have your music. Prince Saj, I'm challenged to find your music, so I'm going to ask my producer to work on that while we continue the conversation. Johnmark, Validation, the title of your album.
Yeah.
Who you need validation from?
God alone, You understand? When him show me that, I say, what a peace full up my heart when I realize him alone me I try impress really. Yeah, you know what I mean? Female alone smile me really I try get. Because we get the smiles of man, and then we put you up, But them see when we take you down for the next day if them not feel the vibes there. So that was the encouragement in the album, to have people searching for the validation from God and not men. And even search for it in yourself, because your feelings can change too. And tomorrow, where you did feel good about yourself or yesterday, it's shaky again. But you see God's word stand sure, and what it say, it now but change its mind. So when you're secure in that, you're good. So the validation of God will really seep through the whole theme of the album, you understand?
Let's
From
give them let's give them a listen to the title track, Validation. This is Johnmark Wiggan.
Reggae music.
That's the sounds of Johnmark Wiggan. The title track from the album, Validation. He's in studio right now to continue the conversation. All right, so Johnmark.
Yes.
The ministry been going on, and of course within the community, the reception is there. But when you have a gospel praise fest, it speaks to the young people. As I was at the launch, they came out. It was birthed from a need for young people to be somewhere wholesome after maybe a watch night service, all of the festivities of the New Year's Day. Young Christians didn't have anywhere to converge, to gather, to full joy themselves. The ministry of a gospel fest speaks to a wide dynamic of people. But generally what I want to get a sense of is how young people are still receiving the gospel, in your estimation.
Boy, it's a new wave of happening. We're grateful for it, God always show himself in each generation. So right now, when you have artists like Prince Saj come up, and Johnmark, we're gonna come up with different flavors where the young people appreciate. You understand? We still accomplish the gospel and the praise, but the music nice, same way it half good. Because they must say, better than they go somewhere else where the quality of music nice, where they must say, the artist actually a chap really good. So we have to take the craft serious, and we realize young people appreciate the fact that we take the craft serious. Yeah, man, got a 9 to do it that way. So the young people, they might forward out. And they might enjoy themselves.
Prince Saj, I have your music. That one, Johnmark Wiggan, was roots rocking reggae. Prince Saj, I don't have the title of this track, but I'm going to drop this. We're going to listen to it, and then we're going to talk about it. Let's take a listen.
God saying at the end times, I'm going to pour out him spirit upon all flesh.
Bible in my hand, I'm ready for fling. Jesus I lead out, and I give the king. Me say Jeremiah wanted.
No, sir, this sound like something that shell long sting shells.
See.
Better than most things we are sting.
This sound like something that shell long
Yeah, man, I tell you. Now, you know what's interesting, gentlemen? I'm going to start with Prince Saj. Obviously, one reggae, of course, one more on the dancehall side, but it's quite clear that you guys are using your music and the sounds that are familiar with the youth, for help them forward over to Christ and have a vibe and a connection with Christ. My question is, the working with these modern sounds and working with the lingo that the youth them can understand, is it easy? What is the reception like from the already converted? what's the reception like, especially from the elders in the community of the church? Because we see in the dance or reggae spaces, there's that divide. Yes. Say, yo, the youth them are come with the young son, we're not too dig it. Is it the same in the church?
I mean, for some, not for all, for some. You know, some persons, I would describe it because everything is spiritual. So you have some persons where them have like a Pharisee mentality. So when God come and do a new thing, them kind of stuck in a them ways. Them stuck to a certain law. You know, for them palette kind of different. So when them say this a happen now, them feel like say it not right. But you have people now who are sit down and I look from a different perspective, and them a listen to the words of the song and I listen to the message where we are carrying, and them all say, you know, say this is where the generation you need, because God say I'm gonna do a new thing in a them time, you know, and at this God I do now, because God have to draw him people them to him. And God I use we if do it, and not just we, there are others as well. So the reception, it good for some and not so good for some. But eventually, you know, eventually, them are gonna come.
That's right.
Because of the Spirit of God in this, you know. When the Spirit of God in it, you know, them can't deny it. And them can't stop it. So we are pushed forth.
That's right.
And we are spread the message. And as Johnmark say, one validation. And Johnmark clarify it and say, not to say that you won't take telling from people, and if them have them, you know, opinion, you won't listen. But at the end of the day, at the big man validation count. And where him say you have to do, from him say you have to do it, do it. Nobody else. Respect. You understand what I say? Yes, man.
Ready?
Johnmark, I'm looking at the album listing, and I'm seeing quite a number of collaborations. Hard question for you. Would you collab with a secular artist?
If a message where I got deliver, I will God want if he say, we have to do it, you understand?
If it bless you, if it dip on your heart, say this message is what I want for minister.
Right, because what I realize too, you know, is that when them do a gospel song, you know, the whole Jamaica take to it same way. So them not, me realize them not necessarily look for the consecration in the person. Them just love a tune. And if a tune uplift what God wants to say, and that we have to do in the earth. You understand? So, that's why we do it. We'd have to do it. If we have to do it, we have to do it.
Looking through the album, there are several songs that we'd love to share this morning. Tell me one song that I can take from the album and share with the Bridge Nation this morning.
Lego Feel Good for Bridge this morning.
Feel Good is a song that we're going to be sharing with the nation this morning. Take a listen. Here it comes at you.
Good, good, so good.
Clearly a song that Johnmark wants to minister to anyone with ears to hear.
Good there, Bridge.
You might feel good out in the world, but Johnmark is saying, you know, feel good yet.
Yes, so nice. I got it there.
Yeah.
Forward, yes, so.
Yes.
That side there for the pan ladies.
So on to the brethren them over here too.
Yeah, man, some song there for them, man.
Yeah, man.
But we know what really a wrap up a girl them out there. We'd have to go over there for that song. Yeah.
No man, talk to me. So when you're ministering in a song like this, you're telling them whatever you might feel of the world.
Yeah.
I know nothing yet.
I know nothing yet, man.
Yeah,
man, it have you lock up away, but I know nothing yet. You have to open your eye and see what God really want to do in your life. Any day taste and see. The Bible says, you know, taste and see that the Lord is good.
Yeah.
So the Lord uses poetic sensualities, you understand? Taste him say. So him say, yeah, forward over here, so. Just test me. And that him say, you know, try me. See if me not bless you more than what you think the world can do.
Johnmark, Wiggan, when I was at the launch, they had the shows set in a way that you have like the limelight segment, then you have the other presentations later on in the night. Talk to me. Who is working when? What time does the event start?
5 o'clock. Event start, roll out, because you don't know, say, new generation are gonna come through. People have to see who they are, hear them, have an appreciation for the sound that's coming up and give them a strength and a support, you understand, as them rise in our ministry. Then you have the Limelight section will follow up next, cause the Limelight are heat, them people here make serious waves, that they need them own section. You understand? Where Prince Saj did this, so he man lift up a serious fire over this song. Lucas Music did this song. Arville did over this song. A problem in that section there. Then come up in the next section now where you have Marv. You have to close the show later. Randall Positive and all them people there. You understand?
Johnmark himself,
Oh
you know.
God, then put me over there. God, you're great. Mighty God.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was quite exciting at the launch, and I'm looking forward to Genesis Praise Fest 2024. Listen, people who say, listen, gospel music, gospel concert, now I feel a vibe there, What you have to say to people like that?
Come taste and see that the Lord is good. As we just said before, the excellence is there, the Spirit of God is there. You understand? And I know that anything can pop off anyway, as you see in the news, you know what I mean? Anything can pop off anyway, but I believe that there's no greater place to be than in the presence of God. What better way to start the new year too? You understand? Than offering praise and thanksgiving to the one who brought you over. Because when you look around, no matter who you want to celebrate it with, then could have never give you 1 ounce of life. So come just spend that time there with the maker amongst people who are celebrate him too. Genesis it there.
You're the artist. You're saying that Prince Sarge, from a spectator, from just somebody in the crowd, what has been your experience at Praise Fest from year to year?
It has been great. Last year was my first year. And after I ministered, I stood in the crowd. I never go away. And I soaked in every bit of every other artist's performance. And listen to me, it was fulfilling for me. Me stay till everything done. All when everything done, me still stand up like me now want go away.
Yeah.
Because me want it continue. Me hear say one other Genesis that keep, but I chew it too far. So, listen.
Energy.
That alone show you that it was powerful. And this year, it will go even more powerful.
And when you're done, you feel clean. You
Yes,
don't feel
man.
like you're sin for enjoy yourself. And that's how I promote. Come enjoy yourself and still go and say, God, Lord, you're still pleased with me. Me now have to go beg your forgiveness for how me go on last night.
Alright. and you start the year good.
Yeah.
Because as me say, at the beginning,
Yes,
Yeah.
man.
and Genesis bring you back to the beginning, So everything will happen last year. Once you're alive, you're in your right mind, and you make it in a 2024.
It's a new beginning.
Genesis is the place to be.
True.
Give God thanks.
Yeah, man.
You understand? Start the year praising God and giving God thanks.
Yeah.
Say, God, right here so. And when you start the year like that, you see other things in a year for come, everything will all start flow. Because you start the year with God.
Yeah.
And you remember God. Say, listen, God, remember, say, when you start Genesis, it's a covenant thing. You understand what I say? Where you make even the first man, the first woman, and that's how you create everything. So God, I hear so with you and we are give thanks because you bring we so far, and we know say he that started a good work, he might go finish it.
Yeah.
So God, you get all the glory. Genesis, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. You know what go?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, so Genesis, it's all about Genesis Praise Fest. You mentioned the time with the location. Yeah.
Ronnie Williams Entertainment
yes,
Center, right? That's so
I
central.
don't know if it can
Everybody.
hold everybody. Might have
That
drop
loud,
up
man.
on the road.
That loud, man. We like it.
January 1,
2024.
Yes, sir.
starting at 5 p.m. Johnmark Wiggan. He was dubbed the Gospel Male Artist
of the Year.
of the Year.
I remember breakout sensation of the year too.
See there?
That is it.
That is it,
good.
man.
That is
One piece
good.
of screaming at the launch the other day, like then carry one bus load in one room with just a few people. I don't know it. But it's gonna be amazing.